And saying, Kenneth Keith did so. And when I came in, she got me. And I was trying to tell her that I didn't do shit. I don't want to hear you just like your dad. I got a whooping. And everybody said, oh, you're going to need the board education. It was a big pal they had, and I got one slap on the hand. But she found out later that it wasn't me. And but that was the first lesson I was introduced to the board education. And back then, they didn't play. They got you. But she loved me from that day on. She realized that she got the wrong one. I was under her heart. It won't be long, but there are a couple of things I want to kind of take a look back. And I think the film did some. There's another film that's back that's put together, Under the Kudzu. Get a copy of it and look at it. It's really, really good as it talks about education in Pender County. But, first thing, if I gave a test right now to everybody in here and ask you one question, what is education? How many of y'all know the definition of education? Raise your hand. Nobody knows the definition of education? Well. We all go to school all these years. My first day in graduate school, first night, the professor said, you've been in school 16 years. To get an education, say, now, what is it? We had to write and say, use the subject and a verb. There were about 30 students in the class, and 30 different answers. It's different things to different people. But technically, it's a learning process, and we all know what it is, but people, 9 times out of 10, you can't just write an answer to it. It's learning how to learn, learning how to live, learning how to make a living. It's a lot of things to different people. Canetuck, this school down here, I had made some notes too. The state of North Carolina has a long history, and in 1838-39, they started pretty solid funding for education. This is a long list that goes back before. Now, I just took some dates out, but they were totally funding schools for white children in 1838-39, about 40. But for black children, it was probably 1912. There was some time in there where money was coming through. I think after Reconstruction, black children were counted in the formula to fund schools. I was looking at some Pender County stuff. We were counted as 3/5 of a person to the white children who were counted as one. And that's how the funding was allotted. But then there was a law on the book where the Board of Education decided where the money, how the money was spent. And we didn't get a lot spent to us. That's how it came around to years later. The people in the community, the churches, people like the Rosenwald Fund, Booker T. Washington, different people, they had to raise money to build the schools, and that's how we got to where we're at. That's how we got into the school here. Canetuck community raised $1,226. The Rosenwald schools provided $800. Pender County Schools provided $674. That's how the school was built. And this is in 21-22. And these are facts that you can go through and back up. Now we're talking the past. Now we come in and catch up. The land, as Steve noted, and is noted in the film, is provided by B.F. Keith and his grandson. Where'd Tom go? His grandson is here today, and they did a lot for the schools in the community. Most of the churches around here, the church over where I am, I think there was 2 acres provided, I think $2 for the land, and so the Keith family did a lot. You know, unfortunately, Tom said he's my cousin, but we look different. In 1920, Pender County built 6 brick schools across the county, but that was for the white children. They provided buses to go back and forth to school. The black children had to walk 1 to 5 miles. There's a lot of schools scattered through the county, then through the Rosenwald funds and all, but they had to walk on average 1 to 5 miles. That's when I started. I walked to school, and my uncles and my dad and a lot of them, Mr. Ernest and all of the people lived way back out here, a lot of woods.